Hello, Mike Aguilera here. And a tip on how to keep someone engaged if their phone goes off, maybe a text message or it rings. And this is an NLP technique called a pattern interrupt. And it's typically used to interrupt somebody's train of thought if they're daydreaming. And so you need to be aware of how to use this strategically, because when their phone goes off, they're not going to be daydreaming, they're going to, in essence, be thinking about the message. You're having a conversation with somebody in your office, or maybe at their home. You're talking about, this could be a potential client, and their phone goes off. They look down at the phone, say it's a text message. They look at the message, and now they're thinking about, should I respond or not? And who sent the message, and what should I say? Or how should I respond? Now they're fractionated, meaning part of them is listening to you, the other part is thinking about the message. At that point, what you want to do is first ask them, do you need to respond to that? If they say no, then great, then you do the interrupt. They may say yes, and so you allow them to respond, and then you still want to do the interrupt. The interrupt is going to be something that will get them, kind of break the thought pattern of thinking about the phone and thinking about something different, and then getting them engaged into the conversation that you were having, back into the priming or the flow of saying, yes, hire me, or select me. And an interrupt could be something as simple as, oh, what kind of phone is that? And you pick up their phone and you look at it. Now they're thinking about, hey, he has my phone. And that will interrupt their thought pattern of thinking about the message. Now they're thinking about the phone. Hey, I like this phone. Do you like it? What about the features? I'm thinking of getting a new phone, or I've seen these around, or I've seen a lot of people using them. So now you just ask them some questions that will interrupt their thought pattern. Now they're thinking about the phone and answering those questions. Then you give them back the phone, and then you continue on with your conversation. And what you want to do is say, well, let me summarize what we've been. Because with that interrupt of the message, then if you don't interrupt them and have them get back refocused, and you continue on, they're not really going to understand what you said, or fully understand or comprehend and get your message. So you need to interrupt that interruption. So the interruption could be picking up the phone. It could be, if you're at the home, can I have a glass of water? So now they're walking off and getting a glass of water. Or ask them a question, what's going on in the room? Maybe there's a picture or something that you can ask them a question about. And it's important for you to interrupt that and then get back on track and summarize. So let me summarize what we've been before the phone call. So we've talked about this, we've done this, I explained that. And then if you use your voice properly and you use some of the NLP techniques that you might have learned from me, then you'll be able to go back on track and prime them again. The prime is that flow of train of thought that you want them as your outcome, to select you or to take action. And you can watch them. There's also a term in my program called calibration. You want to make sure that they're really engaged. This, you can actually watch when you're at a coffee shop. You'll notice people, they can be in a conversation, and if someone's phone goes off and they look at the text message, you'll notice that they're not fully engaged. And the person can continue to talk to that person looking at his phone, and you can tell that they're not really listening to the message. This causes a lot of problems with relationships from the husband and wife, and the husband's looking at the phone, or vice versa, and they're trying to have a conversation. So be prepared for that. Think about an pattern interrupt you can use if their phone goes off. That way you can just naturally flow with the conversation, ask them that question, be at ease, project with confidence, and control the conversation so that they're flowing and following your conversation and your outcome that you want, that priming effect. So think about what you want to say, think about the question you want to ask or what you can do, and then be prepared and have some fun with that. Thank you. Wish you great success. Bye now.